Okay, so the noise around AI right now, it's deafening. And it feels like you've got two camps. On one side, it's all panic, all the jobs are going away, and on the other, you've got this idea of a new gold rush. Today, we're really going to dig into that second idea, looking at it through the eyes of one of its biggest proponents, Gary Vaynerchuk.
Right. So this is really the big question, isn't it? Is this brand new tech a threat to everything you're working towards? Or is it the single greatest tool you will ever have to build some serious wealth? The perspective we're looking at today argues that nope, it's not just an opportunity. It might be the single biggest one your generation will ever get.
All right, first things first, let's just admit it. There's a lot of fear out there, and it's totally real. If you're young, you're hearing this stuff all the time. These whispers that AI is coming for all the entry-level jobs, that the whole future of work is a giant question mark, and that your career path is about to get blown up. You know, it's a scary story to hear. But then, you get the counter argument, and yeah, it's pretty blunt. The whole idea is that this fear is completely backward, that for a young person who's adaptable, this disruption isn't some scary monster under the bed. No way. It's a wide open playing field that older, more established people are going to struggle with. So, to really get this mindset, you kind of have to look back in time. The argument is that this massive panic, it's not new at all. In fact, it's like we've seen this movie before. Every single time a huge, game-changing technology shows up, the same panic happens. And this right here, this lays it out perfectly. The tractor, the computer, the internet, every single one of these was greeted with people screaming, the sky is falling, the jobs are gone. They all fundamentally changed how we live and work, and every single time people were absolutely terrified.
And this number, 80%, this just perfectly nails the sheer scale of what we're talking about. Think about that. When the tractor showed up, 80% of the entire population worked on farms. That tech basically wiped out the vast majority of those jobs. But did society just crumble? No, it adapted. New industries were born, new kinds of jobs were created, and the economy grew in ways nobody could have even imagined. Okay, so this is the absolute key. It's all about shifting your mindset. Instead of playing defense and worrying about what you have to lose, the whole idea is to go on the offense. Don't see this thing as some giant tidal wave that's going to crush you. See it as the wave you were born to surf.
And this slide just boils it all down, doesn't it? On one side, you've got fear. I'm going to be replaced. The future is scary. On the other side, pure opportunity. New industries are going to pop up. Kids are going to become millionaires. This is the wave I can ride. That's the choice.
And look, this isn't some small claim we're talking about here. This is huge. The argument is that for young people, AI is a bigger deal financially than the internet was back in 1994. Think about that for a second. This is your 94 internet moment, a chance to get in on the ground floor of, well, everything. All right, enough with the high-level stuff. Let's get super practical. If you're going to ride this wave, you need a surfboard, right? So how do you build one? Well, here are a couple of ridiculously simple, super low-cost business ideas you could literally start today. Okay, idea number one, an AI-powered resume service. Seriously, just think about it for a sec. Who needs a resume? Pretty much everyone, especially students trying to get jobs or into college. And guess who's willing to pay for their kid to get a leg up? Yup, parents. And the best part? The process is so simple, it's almost funny. You use something like ChatGPT to write amazing, compelling content for the resume. Then you just drop it into a really slick-looking template from a site like Canva. You're basically using AI to do in minutes what used to take a professional hours or even days. Now get this, the source estimates your actual cost, your effort. For a package you could sell for $100, it's like $4. The profit margin is just insane. Why? Because the AI is doing all the heavy lifting for you. You're just the smart operator putting the pieces together. All right, on to the next idea. And this one is about becoming a local marketing disruptor. Just picture it. Every single town has tons of small businesses, roofers, dentists, you name it. And so many of them are paying a fortune to some old school agency for like blurry photos on Facebook. So yeah, these are your targets. The roofer, the dentist, the lawyer, the landscaper. These folks are masters of their trade, right? They know how to fix a roof or a tooth. What they don't know is how to create a viral TikTok ad or run a killer Google Ads campaign. And that's exactly where you come in. And you walk in with what is basically the perfect pitch, an offer they literally can't say no to. I'll get you leads in 30 days for $500 a month. If I don't, you don't pay me a dime. It is completely risk-free for them. And the reason you can do this is because AI lets you automate the work of a whole marketing team. You're a one-person powerhouse.
Okay, so this brings us to what might be the single most important point in this whole thing. How do you actually learn to do all this stuff? How do you even come up with the ideas in the first place? The answer is so simple, it's kind of brilliant. You learn AI from AI. The one skill you need to master is how to talk to it.
And this right here is the absolute key difference. See, most people treat AI like it's just Google. They type in 2 or 3 words, like AI business ideas, and they get back some generic list. The real magic, the real power, happens when you start treating it like a personal assistant. You give it context, you give it a personality, you tell it exactly what you need. Just look at this prompt. This is not a search query, right? It's the start of a conversation. Hey, Chatty, I'm a 19-year-old dude. I'm ambitious. I need cash. I live in Topeka, Kansas. See? You're giving it a persona, a goal, a location, and a super specific strategy. Find businesses to disrupt. This is how you get ideas that are actually tailored to you, ideas you can really run with.
So there you have it. That's the argument in a nutshell. This is not the time to be scared. This is the time to go on offense. The tools are here. They are unbelievably powerful. And guess what? They're available to literally anyone who's willing to learn. That technological tidal wave, it's already here. So the only question left for you is, are you going to run from it? Or are you going to grab a surfboard and ride?